Okay, it's Monday, February 1st, and we started our new module today. So this is Module 4, Unit 1, Lesson 1. We're going to start by looking at our opening and learning targets, and then we have Infer the topic. You'll make a copy of the note catcher, and we'll go through the slideshow together, and you will add and submit that note catcher. All right, so our learning targets for today, I can infer the topic of this module from resources. There is a video here for you to watch and notice the important events of the first man landing on the moon. We made some observations about the video and then talked about how they must have felt to be the first human beings to step onto the moon. Then our graded assignment for today is this Infer the topic, I notice, I wonder note catcher. So you would click here to make a copy of the note catcher. I will come back to this in a moment. And then you're going to add 2 things that you notice and 2 things that you wonder based on each of the resources. And you've got a slideshow here of the 10 resources needed for this exercise. So directions, you launched previous modules using the Infer the Topic protocol. You will follow similar directions, review each resource, then write down what you see and record questions on your note catcher. Consider the following question. What do you think you'll be learning about in this module? So resource 1 is a quote from John F. Kennedy, an excerpt from the special message to Congress on urgent national needs delivered in person before a joint session of Congress on May 25th, 1961. So we noticed that in this quote that it was mainly about space, and the speech was given in 1961 by John F. Kennedy, president at the time. We wonder, based on the quote, what is the important decision that needs to be made? What does mastery of space mean? All right, then the second resource was an excerpt from the book Hidden Figures, which is the book that we will be reading as our anchor text. And we made some great observations on this one as well. We noticed that we can make a connection with the text of Black History Month and that the jobs were to develop airplanes. We wondered why she, in this resource, I believe was Dorothy, why she thought that it was only for white women and wonder why they were looking to hire women specifically. So you're going to go through this whole process with all of the resources. We have the image here of the official crew of the Apollo 11 from 1969. Their names are listed underneath. We've got Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, Edwin Aldrin, and he went by Buzz Aldrin. So we noticed that Buzz Lightyear may have gotten his name from Buzz Aldrin. They were all white men in the picture. Somebody wondered why Michael Collins' badge looked different, like a different shape than the others, and then also why do they all have the same haircut? Resource 4 was again an excerpt from Hidden Figures, and this was talking about Mary and that she wanted to get a job, but she needed to ask permission to take classes at an all-white school. She became the first female African-American aerospace engineer at NASA. She started as a computer, so we noticed that she must be super smart to be considered a computer. It took her 7 years to become the first African-American aerospace engineer. We wonder what it means to be a computer and how she felt attending an all-white school. I'm going to just briefly show you some of our observations for resources 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I would encourage you to take in all of the resources that are provided and add your answers to this note catcher. We then also have the opportunity to get a preview of the